Here are 5 tips that have helped me as a new mum with loads to do, building a business, to actually get things done and make progress in this world. Welcome to my channel, where we explore different ways to up-level your energy. That way you can feel more vibrant, productive, and courageous. So we're going to keep this sweet and short and delicious. Oh, 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 oh. Now I just want to preface this video with the point of me being a projector. If you've never heard of human design, I recommend going down into the rabbit hole of that. I will be making more videos on this subject, but I'm a projector. If you have a little dive into it, you can totally use these hacks if you like. A 1-3 profile projector. These have skyrocketed my productivity and they're tailored to me. They may work for you as well if you're a different type, but just so you know that. We all function differently. But these are my 5 favorites and I hope they help you then. Number 1 is Google Tasks. Now I switched to this because I was sick of having all these paper lists all the time and I was like, well, overwhelmed by it, and my physical calendar just couldn't keep up with shifting things that weren't getting done to the next list. So I do have my Google Calendar as my main calendar now, and I use the task list. Now there was a few different ways that I tried to organize it. I would have like the priority must do list, and then I would have like do later list or like bigger projects list, but that just never worked because I just wouldn't go there. Now I have 4 lists and they're dependent on where I am. Brilliant. So 1 is for my computer and tech stuff. So when I get onto my computer, I check that list. What can I complete now? Second one is for mobile tasks. So they're all the tasks, like even invoicing I can actually do from my phone. So it's stuff I can do from my phone. Instant, easy, quick. They go on there. So then when I'm like, have a minute because little bub's fallen on asleep in my arms, and I just like go on the list and I'm like, oh yeah, sick. I could do that right now while I'm like nap trapped, you know? And then the other 2, one's home chores, so stuff I can just do around the house when I'm like actually mobile. And they're basically just like reminders to like do your washing a day, water the plants, stuff like that. And then this 4th one is stuff for me. So any other kind of like things that I want to do. One of them is like book a flight because I've got credits. And another thing is like buy a, I don't know, get a tattoo is one there actually. So just things that I want to do that don't have a rush on it, or maybe they do, but just stuff for me. Extra list, right? All the other stuff is kind of the mobile, and the computer stuff is basically all my projects and business tasks. Hack number 2, batch mental tasks on different days. Now, I'm not super strict with this one, but having a theme and a set day for a specific task is definitely brilliant. It keeps me consistent. Like Wednesdays, today, is filming day. Every second Wednesday actually. And on the second one, alternative to that, I plan and I create or I edit. Thursday is editing content that I filmed Wednesday. So it's Friday, editing, but also finances and doing like some spreadsheet stuff, right? So they all have like different themes. And what I do is in my Google Calendar, I have that on the top as a event. But coming along with me on this part, I now use Notion. Pop the brand logo up here because oh my god, I heard about Notion for so long and I was like, I don't need another app, I don't need another program, but this is mind-blowing, guys. I used Google Keep for like all my like random ideas, and taking notes, but Notion, oh, I now have like projects management, guys. This is perfect for projects management. So for example, I have a whole YouTube page, and that's where all my YouTube ideas sit of videos and the progress on them, if they need to be edited, can be filmed this week, need some writing done. Or I've got even an Insta strategy one for like some shorter stuff, some shorter ideas for the social side of things. And I've got my offers one, which is like whatever I'm creating through my business. I even have a projector one for like stuff to remember of how my energy works with this human design. And an affiliate links one. So I've got all these different like sections where I can now mentally have another brain, write it all down and have it ready on my phone to look at and reference anytime I want. And of course it syncs onto the computer as well. It's like a website. Brilliant. If you don't already have it, get it. Speaking of, let me just check my Notion to see what my third point was. This one is life-changing, guys. 2-minute start. I probably came across this concept first, but it's popped up in my life a few times now in Atomic Habits. And it's about, or Slight Edge as well, both two brilliant books. It's about creating and making the cues for habits we want to do consistently easy. So making the start of them really easy to do, really obvious for you to be like, oh yeah, I want to play guitar. There it is. Pick it up. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, I want to go for a run every day. There's my shoes. Put them on. Like the 2-minute start is so important. So just put the shoes on and get the fuck out the door. Then you'll start to run. Because when you think about the bigger picture of like what you have to do ahead of you, sometimes we can be like, oh my god, it's too much, and then we don't get started. Or even just writing like a script, we could be like, oh, can't be bothered. Or editing a video. That was for me for a while there. And I had to change some things too though in saying that. So there was a bit of resistance there for me to edit the videos, and I would never get it done, and I would just like procrastinate the hell out of it. But what I ended up doing is be like, right, sit down and edit for 2 minutes, the 2-minute start, perfect. I would also sometimes cap it with 20 minutes. So I'm like, look, we'll do maximum 20 minutes. And sometimes, usually when it hits to 20 minutes, I'll be like, oh my god, I want to keep going, because I get into the flow and it becomes fun. But also making it frictionless. One of my favorite examples for this is to like hide the TV. If you don't want to watch too much TV, hide the remote. Make it harder for you to turn it on. I use now a minimalist app on my phone to like keep my phone simple, so then it's harder for me to find apps. This is my main page of my phone, and I literally have the main apps that I always want to use daily. If there's any others, I need to actually swipe across and search the word for it. There's no like happy icon being like, hello, look at me. Make your finger hit mine. Because they're all wanting your attention. With the video editing for me, I ended up getting a program that was a lot easier and a lot basic, a lot more basic, I guess. It wasn't that I couldn't figure out the other program. It was just like not as user-friendly. And I'm a very like hands-on, touchy, want to do things real quick and easy. And this one was brilliant. Like you can literally drag and drop things into place. Tip number 4 is for my projector style to have a time limit. Like I mentioned before, the 20-minute timer, but also if I like need to go somewhere, for example, I need to go pick up my son soon. And so I'm like, quick, let's do these films. Let's sit down and get it done. I have like that urgency that I've created around that. If I had all afternoon today to film this, I probably wouldn't do it. As bad as that sounds, even though it's like my biggest goal and I want to do it, I'll be like, oh, but I still got like 3 hours. And then I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sit down and or I would do it a little bit and then I would procrastinate and be like, oh, I'll just eat something. And then there'll be something else that gets in the way and I'll be like, ugh. So every time I need to go somewhere, I'm always like, what can I do? I've still got 20 minutes. And I get so much stuff done. It's incredible. Like, that is the most mind-blowing thing to me anyway. So I like create these like urgencies for me just by needing to be somewhere. I'm like, I have like 5 minutes. I can hang out in the washing. And then last but not least, number 5, the old sticky note. Yes. Just getting it for you. So, sticky notes. You choose your color. I'm currently using pink. This just came back into my life recently and I've missed it, to be honest. I had a brilliant coach who got me on it at first and I was so productive, but then for some reason I stopped doing it, which is weird, right? I hope they are okay. Every time an ambulance goes past, let's hope they are okay. What she always did, she got us to plan the whole week ahead in a very good mental state. We would like get our bodies in a good position, have a little meditation, think about what our main goals are for the week. And then we would just write down, we would literally draw a grid and we would write down the 3 main things we want to get done each day. Now my issue here is that I have like big eyes. My eyes are too big for my mouth, you know what I mean? Or my eyes are too big for my stomach, is that what they say? I would write down 2 big projects. That was my issue with this. So I've learned to back that down a bit and do it piece by piece. I have 3 main goals this month and I stick to making each task a little step towards that for each goal. So for example, I want to be consistent with my YouTube videos, grow a cool community. So I create a video every week. Grow my membership in the yoga space. So I've got this app that I'm making and I want to grow my content there as well. And I want to coach more people. So I have a number, but I just won't disclose that. More is not good. Be detailed with your goals. Now, for those 3 goals of my projects, I have a sticky note and I literally divide it into 6 pieces. See that? On one side, those 3 main things I want to do for the projects. I taught kids this morning, so that's ticked. I'm recording the YouTube videos now, so that's almost done. And then record promo for app, which takes a little bit more time. So we'll see if I can do that today. And then here, I'm going to write down what I've done for myself. That's it, guys. That's my tips for you. Take them or leave them. Try them out. And I wish you luck. And if you haven't heard of human design, I definitely recommend diving in. It can be a little confusing at times. So I'll point you to the coach that I use. She makes it very practical and simple. I'm a projector and these work for me, but you might be a different style and other things work for you. And that's cool. We're all different. This is what we're learning. How to manage our energy and up-level our energy best so we can feel more vibrant, productive, and courageous. In the next video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it so then other people can find it. And I'll make more like this for you. Plus, hit subscribe if you like my style and we can hang out further.